Oh, like Mexico City then? Area?
A little bit more south.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So my name's Jeff.
Nice to meet you, Jeff. Isaiah.
Isaiah. Okay. So what does Christmas mean to you?
Christmas means to me, well, after living in two different countries for a while,
Uh huh.
actually it's like just a tradition.
Okay.
It's just a tradition depending of the religion and the beliefs.
Yeah.
I believe in something big and bigger than me, but I don't have any specific name.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I'm Catholic for nature, but Christmas is mostly like the perfect day to all the family get together.
Yeah.
That's more spiritual than materialistic for me.
Yeah. Okay. So not all about giving gifts, but more
No.
relational, I guess you'd say.
Exactly. More like making a special day to get together and talk about everything we went through all the year.
Oh, okay. So yeah. So the placement at the end of the year is kind of it's kind of helpful, like because you're looking at the whole last year.
Exactly, and
Kind
the
of thing.
people get more melancholic and try
Uh-huh.
to get together with the family members they don't see during the year. So I think it's good, but there's not an excuse to see the people you really love because you
We
can.
should see them more often than that.
Exactly.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So, as far as the religious aspects of Christmas, what do you think? Like, what does it represent? I
Well,
guess maybe.
I'm
Yeah.
born and where with my family believe as like the newborn, like the Jesus it's coming to earth and believe in a new world is coming.
A new world is coming.
Exactly, because we need to be rescued for a lot of many things we believe or we've been, put it in our heads for the life. But for me, especially for me, it's just a celebration and nothing specific about any specific religion.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So yeah. So I guess. So you said you were born or raised Catholic.
Yes.
Was there would you call yourself a Catholic still? I mean, it's a very traditional religion, so a lot
Yeah,
of
it's
people.
traditional. Actually, I believe in something bigger than me, but I don't have any specific name for it.
Okay.
Yeah, so it can be called Jesus, can be called different names, but
Yeah.
it's just something. I think faith is what it filled me up, and believe in something bigger.
Yeah.
And
So do you think that something bigger is like would you say it's God or like maybe not necessarily? It sounds like you're not necessarily tied to the God of Christianity, but maybe something.
Yeah, the thing is I get related with so many different cultures and different people, different traditions.
Uh-huh.
So everybody believes in something bigger. So
Yeah.
I think I've been looking around all the people and the same feeling is faith. They have faith in something to to release the pain, to release or be thankful for all the good that's been for them and the life. So
Yeah.
I don't have a specific name. I don't know exactly what
Yeah.
to believe or what name put it, but I believe in something that's bigger for me to build me up my faith and be grateful for all my life.
It sounds like almost like you believe in the mystery of it all, right?
Could be, yes, could be. I mean, it's and I never discuss religion for the same reason,
Yeah.
even with my family members.
Do you think it's possible to ever know anything like for sure about religion? 'Cause-
No,
yeah. So there's
there's
Prob-
too many theories about it, so
yeah,
no,
yeah.
not really.
So was there a particular time when you? So I'm assuming you were like kind of like were you catechized in the catechismal?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
And would you say you've kind of moved beyond? It sounds like you moved beyond your Catholic faith. Was there any particular reason for that, or did you just kind of drift
No,
away?
not at all.
Or
No, no reason.
Just didn't really-
It's just been giving me the opportunity to know different cultures and religions.
Uh-huh.
And I've been in different churches, so I just
I'm
believe.
so sorry.
That's all.
Excuse me. Was
Yeah.
was your move to the United States part of that? Like, was did you encounter like more cultures and more traditions here, or what did you,
Yes.
or was that in Mexico?
Oh no, right here. In
Okay.
Mexico, it's everything, like God is gonna punish you for do this, and like it
So
was
pretty strict, I guess.
exactly. So,
Yeah.
and no, I'm not really. I think it's everything went through when I moved here, and I moved here really, really young. So
Was
I
that
started.
like, did you go to like a university or something here, or?
Yeah, I just studied here.
Okay. And would you say most of your top conversations about religion with other people has happened around university or
No, actually everywhere.
everywhere?
Yes, because
So
I
you're
like
pretty
to.
open to talking about it.
Yes,
Yeah.
and I respect the beliefs. I respect all the religions. I've been
Yeah.
invited in all the churches, and I mean it's good. But the same, I finished with the same conclusion. Like, is that the atmosphere of believing in something and it's faithful and filling you up to make you feel better.
Yeah.
And that's all. I mean, I
Yeah.
respect every
One of the
all of
things
them.
about Christianity, so I'm not Catholic, but Christian, so it's a Christian church I go to and read the Bible, One of the things about it is very exclusive as far as it says there's only one way to the Father, to God, our Creator, to a right relationship with Him, and that's through Christ, right?
Yeah,
But it's very universal because Christ is available to anyone,
exactly.
So
So I believe everybody fights for their beliefs.
yeah,
That's pretty much it. So I don't
Yeah.
fight for that. I mean, I
Yeah.
respect of the beliefs.
so yeah, so we do like we do maybe don't fight, but we're gonna stand up for what we believe in, right?
True.
And if we're not willing to stand up for it, then it's not really worth believing. See what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Maybe, or maybe
Could
we
be.
just need to like.
could be. I mean,
But it sounds like your belief is more like a universal, like all people respect all people.
yes,
Yeah.
yeah,
One of the things about Christianity is, like it says that we're all made in God's image. So we are to have that respect for everybody else
exactly.
as image bearers of God,
And I believe we are just humans, and I think we have different perspectives of life and beliefs, and standing up for something you believe and fighting for something you believe. I mean, everybody has the right for it,
Yeah.
and I think everybody has a follower for it. So
Yeah.
because so many people is a leader and so many people is a follower, so there is always one for another one. So
Yeah, there's plenty of leaders out there too, right?
exactly.
Yeah.
So it's just we are just humans, and we need
Yeah.
to respect our beliefs and limits and love each other. That's all.
Now, getting back to your growing up, you were saying it's kind of strict, right? Based on what you know of the Bible, I guess, maybe from what you were taught, is if it's true that like God, there is a God who wants to be in a relationship with us, that created us, but that He's also holds us accountable for our actions. If you were to die and wake up and stand before God on its judgment day, and heaven and hell are the outcome of that, where do you think you'd end up? Based on what you know. I'm not saying necessarily what you believe,
Exactly.
but what you know the Bible teaches.
I really never believe anything, any of that.
Right, yeah.
I really, since I remember, I never believe in hell or heaven. I mean, if we are bad, we are bad here or anywhere. I
Yeah.
don't know where we're going after we die, and I don't know where we were before we born. So
Yeah. But as far as what you know the Bible teaches, I mean, I'm saying, like, you don't believe it,
that's why
but
my parents put me on my
Yeah.
head and raised me with the beliefs, and I never believe of anything.
oh, so yeah, never at one point. So one of the things that I guess the reason I ask that is because a lot of people think, well, Christianity can't be right because there's so many beliefs out there, and what kind of a God allow me to go to hell for not believing the right thing. See what I'm saying? Right. And what the Bible actually says is that we all have the sense of right and wrong, and all too often, excuse us,
Sorry.
all too often we choose to do the wrong thing even though we know better. And so we're held accountable for that. So it's not necessarily what we believe, it's what we do in our actions. So if you ever told a lie, for example.
The actions are actually decisions, and the guilty is our decision as well.
Yeah.
Because for some cultures, doing one thing is the wrong thing, and for other cultures, it's normal.
Yeah.
So I think guilt is one decision. If I want to feel guilty, I'm gonna feel guilty for
you're
whatever.
gonna decide to feel guilty.
Exactly. So it's our decision how we feel and how we believe, and what is wrong and what is good. It's up to us.
Do you ever feel guilty?
Of perspective.
You ever feel guilty even though you didn't decide to feel guilty?
Of course, I'm human.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, in some point, I will. But I believe I'm gonna feel guilty of the things I don't do, than instead of the things I do. Because every time I do and make a mistake, I think I grow and I
hopefully learn from it. Yeah.
Exactly.
But the things you don't do are maybe things you ought to do. And
because we never know what is gonna happen if I do it.
Yeah. That's true. That's true. I do think that as we grow up, we kind of, maybe the emphasis is less on not doing the things we shouldn't do, because hopefully we've grown past that. Yeah. Like if we've told lies, or if we've stolen, or
exactly,
disrespected others.
For example, for my mother, one of the bad things is I don't know, believe in a different religion, and for my father, I think it's good. So who believe? I mean, I think that decision is mine, not them.
Yeah.
So
so we do move to a point where it's like, okay, we know the good we ought to do, and we don't do it.
A good is a limit of a perspective. If you have your limits, I think I need to respect that.
Yeah.
And if I pass that limit, it's gonna be bad for you, but it's nothing for me because I don't know your limits yet.
Oh.
So I think,
like we're all at different levels of maturity. You're saying?
Absolutely.
Or what would? Yeah.
Yeah, because I can say I don't know, bad words, and for some people it's really bad, and I'm gonna go to hell. For other people, it's like normal conversation.
Yeah.
So I think bad or good is also our decision to believe in, if it's good or it's bad. But we need to respect each other and have a limit and love each other, because I mean, love never hurts.
Yeah. I know I fall short on that. I try to love others, but Jesus said, love others as you love yourself, and then he set the example.
Sometimes we need to love ourselves first and better, because we cannot give something we don't have.
That's true. Yeah.
So it's like I say, talking about religion is something like neutral for me, and I respect everybody, because everybody has different beliefs. And
well, one of the things I try to leave people with is the idea that there is, so just the biblical understanding of Christianity says that Jesus did come into the world to save us, right? And to save us from our sins, and not just from our sins, but the consequences of our sins. And so that's good news. The problem, the problem comes in when people don't understand the bad news, that we need saving. So if
I don't know.
Yeah, so like if we just believe anything, it's like, okay, well, what, like, who is Christ? Why would he want to save me? What do I need saving for, right?
Exactly.
And so Christianity actually says, well, the bad news is we are condemned for our sins, that we shouldn't do these things. We shouldn't lie, steal. We shouldn't use, call other people bad names in anger. Jesus said that's like committing murder, actually, just with our words.
Yeah, if it's that true, I mean, everybody goes to hell.
Yeah.
Because
and so,
we are humans and make mistakes, and
so
sometimes we do things.
That's the bad news, is that we should, that's what, that's where we stand with God, is that we know we ought to follow him, but we don't. And that's what makes the good news so much even better for us, is that we don't have to go to hell. We can have a Savior.
It's so simple. If there is no black, you're never gonna know what is white.
Yeah, that's true.
So if it's not good, it's never gonna be bad.
Sometimes wonder why we live in a world where there's so much bad around, but it does.
Because we focus on bad.
Yeah.
And
but
we see bad.
One candle can light up a whole room.
Yeah.
You know.
It's perspective
Yeah.
of bad and good.
Yeah.
Because for me, I mean, buying a thing for, I don't know, people who needs my help
Yeah.
without permission could be good, but for him could be bad because he feels like shit.
Oh. Yeah.
It's perspective.
It could be taken wrong.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's why it's like, no, I believe in live because we have only one life.
Yeah.
And after that, I don't know where I go. I'm gonna get where when I get there, probably.
Yeah. Well, as a Christian, I want to see you someday in heaven.
Sure.
I want the
you.
best for you, and God bless you. So, and
Yeah,
I don't want to wear out my welcome, so I'll turn
it's
this
fine.
off, and I'll give you the information where you can see this
Sure,
on my
absolutely.
my channel. So, I'll turn this off.